So welcome back. For this third sequence, we're going to be on our wrists and our knees. So if you have some kind of reason not to be on your wrists, not to be on your knees, just go ahead and skip this one. Otherwise, we're going to do a nice calf stretch. One of those key areas that gets really tight. And we're also going to go for the hamstrings again. This is how we repeat stretches and make sure that the muscles actually loosen up. So if you just do it once and then you go on with your day, most likely you're not doing enough to really stretch out those muscles. So let's start on all fours, and you want to stack your joints. Like I said before, that distributes your weight. So you're going to bring the knees right under your hips. So if I was back here, I'd feel this a lot in my knees. In fact, I do. So I keep the hips right over the knees. And then the same thing with the wrists. I bring the wrists right under the shoulders. And you want to look down and make sure you're not out here really wide. I know you can't really see that in the video. Or too narrow, because that's not really stacking your joints. You're not aligned. So you want to have that crevice between your arm. Let's say your armpit here is going to come right down to that L that's formed by your index and your thumb. Then try to spread your fingers nice and wide. And you want to press down to your index finger and your thumb. I call this the inner L. That'll take some of the weight off just the wrist and bring it across the hands and across the palm. All these are key for being on your wrists, being on your knees, so that you're not in pain here. We're actually going to come right off of our wrists already. So as you can see, I folded up my shirt here. I like the little thumb cuffs. I folded it up so that I could have my palms free and get a nice grip with my hands. Now we're going to drop onto our forearms. And here we're going to have our elbows right under our shoulders. We're still pressing down with the hands. So we have some grip here, and you're spreading the fingers nice and wide. Now for our calf stretch, keep the knees underneath the hips, and then we're going to step that right foot back and just draw your heel back. Try to spread your toes nice and wide, and you're gripping the mat with the ball of the foot. And you'll feel a nice stretch in your calf. And then go ahead and drop that knee back down. Let's come back up onto our wrist. Okay, check your alignment. And just flow through your cat and cow. So we inhale, roll the spine down, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze your belly in, lift your back, drop your chin. And just back and forth at your own pace. Let's do that one more time. And we're just loosening up our back there. Now let's switch it around. So we're going to come back down onto our forearms. The elbows are right under the shoulders. Palms still pressed down. The knees are still under the hips. Step our left foot back and draw your toes wide. Grip with the ball of the foot and draw your heel back. And drop it down. All right, let's come back up. Going to stack the joints. Really be conscious of that. If you're not being conscious of that, most likely you're out of alignment, and that's why your wrists are going to start to hurt. Let's go ahead and inhale, roll the spine down, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift the back, tuck the chin. Just back and forth a few times. All right, let's do that one more time. And then we're going to work on our hamstrings a little bit. So a trick that I use, I take my mat, add a little extra fold towards the middle, and now you've got 3 layers of mat there, and then put your knees on top of that. That way, your knees aren't going straight into the ground, and that's what it feels like when you only have 1 layer of mat between you and the ground. So there's your extra cushioning. Now we're going to start with a kneeling lunge. So you're going to step your right foot forward. All right, remember, stack your joint. So you don't want that. That's going to hurt your knee over time. You're going to walk your foot forward until you feel a little stretch to the front of the left hip, the other hip. And this right ankle stacks right underneath the knee. All right, now this is kind of intense. So you might just want to stay here. You might want to have some blocks here that'll create a little more space. Or if you want a little more intensity, come on up, interlace your fingers, press your palms down, squeeze your belly in, squeeze your shoulders back. All right, for some of you, when you did that, your knee just went past your ankle. Don't bring the knee back. That's not how we get out of that. Walk your foot forward until you bring your ankle right under your knee. You can even come down a little, then do that, and then come back up. All right, so what are we stretching here? So we're stretching the front of the left hip. Probably feel that. That's one of the tight areas. Stretching our glutes here. See how it's nice and extended? Just to get the knee forward. Get a little core work as we keep the belly in, the shoulders back. All right, we're going to move that to the hamstrings. So we're going to bring our hips over the back knee. There are lots of variations, but this is my safest version. So we're going to keep the hips over that back knee. Flex your right foot. I'm trying to remove my pant leg there so you can see what I'm doing, but flex your right foot. Start to straighten your leg. As you can see, I don't straighten all the way. And then pivot forward. And you can drop your hands down. You can use a block or two. If you're using a block, I recommend coming to the inside of your leg. That'll just keep you balanced. You can also use fists here, where you make a fist and then you come onto your knuckles. So some people are going to be really bent here. That's fine. Maybe you look like you're just barely out of your lunge. Some people are going to be really straightened out. All right, to get out of this pose, we're going to bend our knee again. Walk the hands the inside of the leg, and then walk that knee back. We'll find ourselves back at our cat and cow. So fingers spread wide, wrists are under the shoulders. Inhaling, rolling down. Exhaling, squeezing the belly in, lifting the back. And just back and forth at your own pace. All right, let's switch sides with all of that. So we're going to step our left foot forward, back to your lunge. All right, we walk the foot forward so we feel a little stretch to the front of the right hip. And you want the knee right over the ankle. Remember, you can stay low, that's okay. Or you can walk your hands up, interlace your fingers, press your palms down. Squeeze your belly in, squeeze your shoulders back. Remember, we don't want this knee shooting forward. If that happens, just walk your foot forward. You want to feel the stretch. So if you're past the ankle and you just bring the knee back up, you're no longer going to feel the stretch to the front of the right hip. And that's a big part of why we do kneeling lunge. All right, let's move it around. We're going to go to hamstrings. We're going to bring our hips over this back knee. Then flex your left foot. Start to straighten your leg. And then we'll pivot forward. Again, you can just come all the way down. You can use a block. whatever you'd like here. Again, you can use fists. I didn't use the fists for a long time, and just in the past few months I've come back to that, found it's been helpful. All right, we're gonna come on out. So you're gonna walk the hands the inside of the leg, and then you're taking a little bit of weight out of the hip before you wrap that leg back behind. And then we'll go ahead and unfold the mat. Now let's do our cat and cow one more time. So wrists under the shoulders, inhale, rolling down. Exhale, rolling back up. And just back and forward. So cat and cow is our knees to chest when we're on all fours. So we just want to bring some nice movement into our back. Keep the back nice and loose. Let's do that one more time. And then that concludes video number 3. So lots of things there that you may or may not want to do, but at least it's available. So if you want to try it, go for it. If you want to put it on a shelf or put it on your to-do list and wait till you feel a little more comfortable, that's fine.